Protecting your data. Now your data and information is the most important thing which you have in your computing device. The protection is your duty because there are people who are thieves. There are people who are making viruses. The same way, you don't leave your money outside your house. You don't leave your stuff outside your house. There are people who are always there to grab it. And if they don't get, they can hurt you in different ways. So, thief, viruses, all are there on internet, like the normal people on the road. What you can do? On internet, you are just known as a login and a password. For you, it may be different username password. For me, it's a different username and password. So we are only known or we are only present on internet by these. So if somebody grabs it, somebody gets hold of your login and ID and password, that is, you have opened your house. That is, you have allowed people to come in. You have opened your house. You have given the key. You have given the password, or in some way, people gets your password. Then you cannot complain. So you have to have a password, that is the lock which you are using in your house, should be so strong that even if someone tries, even with a supercomputer, he may not be able to break your password. What have you to do? First thing, there are certain things before that. Minimum 8 characters you have to use. Maximum it can be anything, but minimum 8 characters. Why 8 characters? Because there are certain programs which use the brute force technology and they can just get hold of your password in no time. They can break that password. Normally we use our name, our kid name, our pet name. So 8 characters minimum. Use the small case. Use the uppercase. Means I am talking about the combination. Not only small case, you have to include a small case. You have to use the uppercase. You have to use the numerals, that is the numbers. These numbers, small case, uppercase. Along with this, you have to use the special characters. Special characters, that is percentage, that is a cap sign or hash or a dollar. So password, I'll just make a password. I'm using the small letters A, B, C. Now I'm using the uppercase letter. Now I'm using numerals, numbers, and then finally I'm using the special characters. So this kind of password you have to use. Don't worry about forgetting. There is always forgot password to you, means it is being given by the different platforms. Don't worry about that. Computer science, people are so advanced, they can break your password. Make strong one. Now, install antivirus and pass firewall. What do you see in normal houses? If you go to Western countries, you won't find any fences most of the time. But now they have fences. People have fences around their house. They have a gate. They may have some chowkidar, or you can say some security person here. Why they do it? The problem is that there are people, they are burglar, they are thieves. They may come inside. So for that, we need antiviruses. We need firewalls for our computer, for our internet security. That is, we need different levels of security if we want to safeguard our data, our computer, our computing device. Whenever you get when you get connected to internet, whenever you connect your computer to any network, there are so many people who gets connected to you. That is, you are open to the whole world. Now, when you're open to whole world, anybody can come, anybody can breach in, anybody can attack. For that, you have to have safeguard. There are so many viruses being made. So in order to stop them, if not, they came inside your computer to destroy them, to quarantine them. For that, we have softwares called AntiVirus. Similarly, we have Firewall. Previously, a king would make or dig a kind of ditch, and then they will lit a fire. So any other person, any other king, any other adversary, they want to come inside, they can't, because they have to face this fire, and sometimes there will be wall also. They will fire the wall. This is kind of firewall. So antivirus is specifically for viruses. They detect, they stop, and they kill the viruses. Firewall is for different packets. Data comes in packet form. Packet is going, packet is coming through your network, inside your network, outside your network. So, like the dog sniffs the different luggage on the airport, similarly, firewall sniffs every packet, and then, depending upon certain laid down rules, it stops that packet, it drops that packet. It won't allow those packets to come inside or even to go outside. For example, these are the words you don't want, these are the country you don't want. So there are certain pet rules that you can define, that other people can also define. So firewall can be a hardware, it can be a software as well. Encryption of data. Sometimes you talk in your native language whenever some other person comes. Why do you do that? Why do you talk in your native language? This is because you don't want the other person to understand what you're speaking to your family people. That is a kind of encryption you do. Encryption. Why is it necessary? Because your data is going everywhere on the network, on the internet. So there are people, man in the middle, denial services. There are so many people who can attack. They can get the data. They can get hold of your data. Even see, if you talk about bank cannot keep the data in normal form. It has to be in encrypted form. Otherwise, anybody gets hold of that data, he will just damage the world. Alright? Damage the customers. So all the important data, especially related to financial activities, these need to be encrypted. Encrypted. What is encryption? Encryption means the way you say it should not sound that way. That is, there has to be some key. On that basis of key, the data need to be transformed. It needs to be changed and then again reverted back. That is, for example, if somebody gets that data, your data, for that it will be a waste until he knows how to decipher it. He knows how to decrypt it. For example, in Windows, we have BitLocker. You can encrypt whole your drive. For example, if you have A, B, C, D, E, F, just give some number here. Now, if you want to transfer B and D, you don't transfer B, D. You can either transfer 2 and 4, or you can add one more kind of encryption. Now you can go 2 steps ahead in the number. For B, send 4. For D, send 6. When you're sending for B4, D6, nobody is getting BD. Only they are getting 4, 6. That is, 4 and 6 is a waste for them. They will not be able to know that it was actually BD. So you have encrypted it. But when somebody wants to really learn about what you send, 4 has to be converted to B, 6 has to be converted to D. That is called decryption. That is the reverse of encryption. And this decryption is just to prevent any kind of unauthorized usage. So, encryption of data. Secure site. There are various sites which are insecure. They are posing as good website and they are going to hurt your computer or data. Previously, all the HTTP websites, now they are HTTPS. HTTP are insecure. HTTP websites are insecure. HTTPS, S stands for Secure Socket Layer. Secure Socket Layer. This data, you are going to give your bank detail. You are going to give you all the personal information. HTTPS is secure. It won't harm you. For example, banking data, it is safe here, but not on HTTP. You need to have a log symbol along with HTTPS. Remember.